Hello, it's me again. Um, I was watching Revenge video. I was watching everything on this update. I worked all day, so I really don't get to really look at it till nighttime, and I really don't like to make the video until later on in the week, more towards the weekend, so I have a chance to really look at it. Especially since it looked complicated, I was kind of worried. I was like, man, I'm gonna make another video, which I'll probably make after this one, but I was like, I'm gonna make another video because I don't get everything about this. Well, I was sitting here going through all the stuff with the new update, okay, and and of course I get the free ones from here because I am not a VIP, so I don't have a whole bunch of these books lying around. So I don't get anything special, but I went over here and I looked at the Hall of War and I'm like, okay. And I'm scrolling through reading these and it dawned on me, this is research. This is basically research. They just extended the research from the university to the Hall of War, stuck it over here. That's all it is. I was watching a Revenge video and it looked really complicated. He maxed out one of them and didn't even show up on his battle report. And I'll tell you why it didn't show up on his battle report here in just a second. But I'll get to explaining this. Okay, the first two are all troop stats. Okay, all infantry, all bowmen, all cavalry. The first two, every single one of them. This one, all. These other ones are individual. Okay. Oop, there goes my screen freezing. Come on, there we go. These are all individual. As you notice, I've unlocked and I'm going to wait a little bit to get a little more gist of things. But these ones over here are all individual. And then it dawned on me, we're reading this, forget what they're telling you on these stupid words. They word this in a way which is almost confusing. Okay, it's not that difficult of a concept. For instance, this one adds 2.5% damage to your skull riders. Okay, on the individual. So let's go back to the all troops, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing first and recommend you do first is all troops, because you could do some all troop ones and get away with it pretty nice. Transfers 2.5% to defense to attack. The reason these don't show up on your battle report is because there's no spot for them. Pretty much, there's no spot on your report for 2.5% damage only to your skull riders. So they created a new way of doing it. Specifically, in Revenge game would probably differ on how they did it, because I think it's dumb, because you really can't see what the person has on the battle report. You see what I mean? All you can see is the +5, the 5 level. That's all you can see. But 2.5%. See, and Revenge was going off of that, and he was thinking that it adds 2.5% of what you have, and that's not the case. It's like research that adds 3%. Okay, that's 3% times 5. Okay, it's not 80%. It's not 90. It's just basically the same exact shit as research. It's not any different. If I go to Bowman here and I go here, this adds 2.5% damage. If I go here, 3% defense. Okay. Minus, granted, I probably wouldn't really give a fuck about this one because 3% defense on your Bowman is like adding infantry attack. But 3% times 5. Okay, you're adding very basic stuff here. This is not an update that you're really supposed to spend on. That I see, they're giving away like 90%, a whole bunch of it free right off the bat. It's not one that you're going to spend on at all. This one's a little interesting right here that I see. I think this is going to end up really odd. I really probably won't level that one up until later on, because I'm not 100% sure about that one. But these other ones, this is adding 3% defense to your infantry. So 15% overall. And it's not going to show up on your regular battle report because there's no spot for it. Once again, there's no spot for a 1.5% health added to your molars, and that's all it's adding is 1.5%. Okay, people. So it's not adding no 1.5% of 2,000 or whatever happens to be. It's 1.5% is all it's adding. All right. And it didn't take me but 2 seconds to figure this out. This is basically research. It's research, people. And the reason I noticed that it's research with tombs. Okay, I have some of these tombs of war, but if you go here, you have to use resources to make this tomb of war out of the 19 that I have. You know, you need 29. You make the one tomb of war with that. You're basically researching. It's an extension of research. So I just want to put that out there, give you guys a little different perspective. It's very simple once you get the hang of it. It's not adding a ton of bonuses at all. It's adding 3% here, 1.5% there. It's research. Okay, so take it as that's the easiest way to explain it. It is research. So if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put it in the comment section, and I will get back to them. Thank you.